welcome to the Reluctant Chef. Today we are going to be making black bean burgers from the Pioneer Woman. And before we do that, I want to get into my air fryer some sweet potato fries, and I want to show you my favorite new spring product. This is the Rapid Prep Mandoline. So it's super easy to use. You have a carrying area or a food push case that will store inside the base. So what you're going to do is you're going to open the little window here, slide it down, and you're going to click this into place. And what's different about this one versus the old one that we had before, you used to move your hand over the blade. This time the blade is what's going to be moving up and down. And so you're just going to open the blade up, and then you're going to go ahead and take the basket, and you're going to put the basket over the base here so that the basket keeps the base from lifting. And you'll notice too that it actually doesn't lift because it has stickies. You probably heard it when I pulled it off the countertop. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel my potatoes. By the way, for those of you that are lefties, hi Jocelyn! Those of you that are lefties out there, you guys want to get one of these potato peelers because they'll peel in both directions. They'll peel forward and backwards. And so for left-handed people, I know that there's a real struggle out there to find scissors and other items out there that will work for you. So if you have somebody in your life that is left-handed, just know that our founder, Doris Christopher, was also left-handed. So she made things like our old rotary food grater. You could change the blade and the barrel and swap it to left or right-handed. So some of the tools, not all of them, but some of the tools are made specifically so that left-handed people can also use them. So we're going to be making super fast French fries in this Rapid Prep Mandoline, and then we're going to go ahead and air fry them because if we're making black bean burgers, we really should make healthy French fries, right? So I do that so that I can eat things like brownies for dessert. So let me grab my Santoku knife. So let's talk about knives for a second. Hi, Jean. Knives, you want to make sure that you use your loser fingers so you don't lose a finger, and you're going to actually come up and you're going to pinch the blade here. That way you have more stability on the blade, and you're not going to lose it. It's not going to slide, or you're not going to have issues with it. This is the Santoku blade, and the Santoku has the little air divots on it. This recipe, oh good, you're interested in it. The air divots make it so that you can go ahead and do a lot of slicing with it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to turn, let me show you what this is before I do it. See the back here, we've got all different types of gears. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this one onto the, I'm going to go all the way around to this setting right here, and I'm going to stick it on probably about 8, I'm guessing, maybe 8, 7 or 8, right here, because we want to make them thick French fries. And then we'll cut a couple and make sure that they're the right size, and then we're good to go. So all you do is you take your sweet potato, stick it right in here. I actually can use part of it like this. And now I can use the pusher. My left hand. I really should turn it around the other way so you guys can see it, and I can do it with my right hand since I'm right-handed. But I wanted you guys to see. Oh, so one of the things I want to tell you about too is, and look at, these are perfect little French fries. Now you can make them thicker, you can make julienne, you can slice as well. If you push in straight the blade this way, you're going to get a different shape or size than if you try to go this way. And so when you go more, sticking it in a little bit more on an angle, you're going to get longer French fries. So rather than going straight in, I'm going to kind of tip it up just a little bit. And I'm going to try it this way so that I can do it with my other hand. Oh, I was flying. In what was that, like 30 seconds? So regular potatoes aren't as hard to cut as the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are much harder. Regular potatoes, it just goes, really fast, but I mean, look at that. Look at how fast that is. So I'm gonna be putting that, so now you guys get to turn with me. We're gonna be putting that in the air fryer down here on the end. So, we have 2 trays. Oh, not all the way down. Come on down. This kitchen is so big. I don't know what to do with myself. We have 2 trays in the air fryer, so I'm gonna go ahead and slather a bunch of French fries on each tray. And halfway through the air frying, you're gonna rotate the trays from top to bottom so that air can fly around on both sides. Air frying is faster than turning your regular oven on. Now, keep in mind, I could season these. I could put olive oil on them, or I could do our new. If I were doing regular potatoes, I might do the vinegar and salt, which is a new rub that we have. I might do chipotle, to be honest. That might be fun, a little spicy. So you're going to want to use your kitchen spritzer. The kitchen spritzer, you add your own oil in. Where's the little line? Right here. You add your own oil into the line. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pump your own air into it. And you want to pump until it gets a little bit hard because you're putting the pressure yourself. So stop using Pam spray. No more Pam spray on our cookware or our stoneware. And by the way, both cookware is back in stock and stoneware. Top 4 products of stoneware are back in stock now, so you guys can get those. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'll like watch. I'll get close enough so you guys can see. See, I'm just going to mist that right on. Put that in here. And do it over the grilling griddle so that the extra will go on here. I'm going to talk to you about this in just a second. Alright, so we're going to put this on air fry, and we're going to put it on, I'm just going to put it on for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. I didn't look up how long French fries is. Maybe one of my team members who's watching will look it up and they'll tell us, right? I am the pampered chef, not the perfect chef, and you'll soon see that. So, this recipe, we're going to be using our new Deluxe Grill and Griddle. So right now, because we're doing a burger, we're using the griddle plates. We have grill plates as well. Let me show you what I mean. That are flat, so eggs or shrimp or pancakes, things like that. We also have that you can purchase separately is the waffle pan. So if you guys haven't seen the waffle pan, I made cornbread waffles recently with this. They came out great, nice and crispy, fun. So what we're gonna do, I wanna show you this tool, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put together my black bean burger. So underneath the double grill and griddle is a fat tray or a grease trap, and so you can just pull this out, stick it in the dishwasher, you know, obviously run the fat out of it first, but that way when you're using the grill, if you push it down just a little bit, it'll drain into that back piece, and then it makes it super easy for cleanup. When we're not going to use it completely flat open, obviously, so this can open flat for when you're doing like pancakes, or if you're trying to do bacon on one half, you can do the grill on one half and the griddle on the other. We're going to make it so that it goes for burgers. Now, you can make this hover over the burger, so we're going to add Swiss cheese to our burger at the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to push this tray piece here so that it's floating. See how it floats? So what that will do is when I'm done cooking the burger, there's what we call it the stairs on the side. Hi, Krista. The stairs will move it so that it'll open really tall. If you're doing like a really thick, like St. Patty's Day corned beef and like a Reuben, and you're going to grill your Reuben, you might want it to be really tall if you have like sourdough bread or something. But the stair stepper can go all the way closed so that it's completely flat. So depending upon what you're cooking, you can change the stair to hover over your burger, your panini, whatever you're cooking. So we are going to push this back for a second because I want that out of the way, and I want you guys to be able to see what we're doing. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to pull out my bean drainer. Oh, this is one of those, like, you have this big cabinet full of stuff, and I don't know where everybody puts stuff away. I might have to use a different tool. But I call it my berry and bean drainer. It might be in the dishwasher at the moment. So we'll just use a regular colander. Sorry, my cabinets are chock full of Pampered Chef, and this new kitchen is just amazing. Just amazing. Okay. So we're gonna drain. Normally I use that berry and bean drainer. It's super convenient. It's small. It's 4 cup and it's got little holes in it. We're gonna go ahead and open our cans of seasoned beans, and I'm gonna drain them over the sink. And then we're gonna add some super veggie into it. So, smooth edge can opener. Everybody needs one, especially if you have a kid. You don't want them cutting their hand or their feet on a can. My son is 25, but when he was 6, he cut the bottom of his foot on a tuna can, and it was terrible. We had to go get stitches. It was a big ordeal. So remember that a helicopter blade flies on top. So this goes on the top of the can, not on the side of the can, okay? And then you're gonna use the little bird beak right here. And this is like beep, beep, beep. You're gonna grab the edge of the can with that, push with your finger, and then just lift. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna make it so that this part, I can run my finger on, it's smooth, and also if I use a scraper inside the beans, it will come out smooth as well. Now, we're going to drain the beans, but not rinse them according to this recipe. So I think that it's because a little bit of the sticky starch is what you want from the beans sitting and resting together. And we're gonna mush it with our new potato masher. It reminds me of my grandmother's old potato masher, which I'm gonna show you in just a sec. So let me go take these over to the sink. Travel with me, girls. Hang on. Okay, so did you hear the beep, 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 beep over here? So we need our pot holders, because the beep, beep is to remind us to go ahead and swap out in the air fryer our French fries, both sides. We did the beans and we've mushed them, or we've drained them, but not, but we didn't like rinse them. Let me just stick this in the dishwasher. There we go. Okay. You'll notice that we are using the stainless steel mixing bowls, and I took out the other ones so that you guys could see the set. Because this is a host special that you guys can get this month when you host a show, online virtual party this month. You can get the set of 3. It comes with all kinds of other items. There are 3 amazing sets. And you'll notice that they have lids so that you can stack them on top of each other, and the lids are concave. So come summertime, as you can tell I'm wearing short sleeves because I'm in Florida now. Come summertime you can do salad, potato salad, pasta salad, broccoli, cauliflower salad, etc. So, what do you notice different? Nice and flat, sits inside your drawer and it stores great, and all you have to do is you push in, and then this will pop straight up for you. So, we are going to mush these till we've broken them down just a little bit, but we want them to have a little bit of a bean form. We want them mushed but not pureed, okay? So we're just going to do just that. So what that's doing, I have to change my alarms. I'm still on Eastern time at home. My alarm's going off saying prep for my show. We're going to use super veggie. So super veggie, we have 3 different enrichables. And you guys, if you have kids or if you have family members that just don't get enough fruit and vegetables, this is really, hi Pam, this is really one of the things that you want. This has mushroom, pumpkin, parsnip, broccoli, and cauliflower all dehydrated in it. And 1 scoop equals 1 serving. So if you don't want them to notice it, maybe you put 1 scoop in instead of 4 scoops if I'm doing, you know, enough for 4 people. And there's a little scooper that comes with it. My little scooper. when you just start out. So the measuring spoon is like a teaspoon, and there's a specific scooper. I'm not sure which drawer it ended up in. All right, so we're just gonna go to measuring spoons. My family probably threw it away not knowing what it was, right? Because it looks like one of those plastic ones. So we're gonna use a little bit of super veggies, and I'm gonna put in 2 teaspoons of it because there's not a lot of vegetables with our burgers and french fries, right? So now at least we know, can you use kale in the recipe? You probably can. We have the kale and fiber, and we also have a pea protein. So that might be something you want to add in as well as a pea protein to the recipe to give yourself a little bit more protein with it. So after we mush this down, we're going to add 1 egg. And I'm using the 1 cup prep bowls, which for those of you who don't own them, they have etched glass. The numbers are etched right on. Let me see if we can get to the right angle so that you guys can see it based on the light. I haven't figured out the lighting thing, but it's etched glass, so you're never going to lose the numbers on it. We're also going to use a ½ teaspoon of chili powder. And you'll notice that I'm using the sliding adjustable measuring spoons. They go from 1/8 teaspoon all the way up to 1 teaspoon, and then the other one goes from 1 teaspoon to a tablespoon. So I love them because they fit into your jars, and you just have to grab one for multiple measurements. So that's chili powder. And then I'm using gluten-free breadcrumbs for my daughter-in-law, and we're going to add those in. That's a cup of those. We're going to add some salt and pepper in. Lots of pepper, a little bit of salt. And the other thing we're going to add in is, it says to use grated onion. So I'm using the coarse grater. I just slice the onion, and I'm going to go ahead and just puncture it onto the food carrier, the safety guard. We're going to go ahead and stick it in here, and we're just going to go ahead and grate about a ½ cup of onion. And I'm probably going to start crying, so you guys can use the crying emoji at any time you want, because it's going to be, oh my gosh, yep, I'm going to start crying. I'm going to stick this in the sink. Hold on. So I'm not crying near you guys. We're going to add that in, and we're going to go ahead and mush, mush, mush. And we're going to heat the grilling griddle up at this point. So let's see if you guys can see. Okay, so we're going to come over here, and we're going to turn it on the back. And we're going to turn it on to temperature. And you can do the top and the bottom separately if you want. So you can hit custom, and then you can push the center button. And the 450 degrees is flashing, so maybe I want to make it a little bit cooler, maybe 350, 380, we'll do 375, and we'll push the button. And now you're going to get the little blue circle. So if you own our pressure cooker or our air fryer, you'll see the circle going around and around and around. That means it's coming up to temperature. The air fryer just stopped, so that's good. We'll do a final blurb there. So now I'm going to actually just stick on my fancy blue gloves, which I had to buy blue back during COVID because white wasn't available, you know. And you bought Lysol and Clorox cleanups in whatever shape and form you could find when they were in the stores, right? So blue gloves is what I get. I always think of the hospital. And then we're just going to go ahead and form these into burger shapes. And you want to make them a little bit bigger than your burger bun. Now, black bean burgers will not shrink when you cook them, but it's always a little bit more fun if you can bite into a little bit of the burger before you get to the bun part, right? So the recipe says that this should sit for about 5 minutes before we're going to go ahead and make the burgers, shape the burgers. And the reason they want to do that is the breadcrumbs are going to absorb the liquid starch that's coming off those beans, and also the egg, and it's going to help it create a form. And that's the worst part about black bean burgers, is trying to get a black bean burger that will stay together when you're cooking it. And so that's why I thought, oh, you know what, this double grill and griddle is probably the best tool to use that for, because we're not having to flip the burger. Both the top and the bottom plate are going to be cooking at the same time. Now, if I was cooking, so this is now ready, so I'm just going to split it in 4s. If I were doing a meat burger, I would make sure that I used the probe. So this Grill and Griddle has a probe on it, plugs right into the side of the machine, and you're going to stick the probe, like if you're going to be doing it, you want to make sure that you're sticking the probe right in the center of the burger. You don't want it to be tipping up a little bit or down a little bit, because then it'll be too close to the plate and it'll be giving you a false temperature. But if you're doing a steak or pork chops or chicken on this, you definitely want to do it so that you can see the probe is completely in the center on the side. So look at these burgers, they fit together pretty well, don't they? Look at that. Look at that. Pretty nice, huh? Hate cutting onions, cry every time. I know. And so the manual food processor is usually what I use to chop up my onions, but I thought, let's try something different. It said grate, I'm going to grate it. But she probably just didn't have the manual food processor, which chops it really fine. Now, I'm only going to cook 2 of these burgers now because nobody else is home. My husband is out visiting, doing some business stuff. My daughter-in-law, yes, they're meatless. It's black bean burgers, Audrey. My daughter-in-law had a job interview and she was shadowing somebody today. My son, I was pulling in the driveway today. I went to the beach. I went to the beach for an hour and a half. I figured I'm in Florida. I'm taking a late lunch. And when I came home, he was like, bye, Mom, I'm going fishing. I'm like, are you serious? Yes, the grill is pampered. Chef Kelly, Grill and Griddle. It's got both a grill plate and a waffle maker plate and a griddle plate. So right now I have it lifted up just a little bit. I'll put it so that it goes completely down. And so it'll heat up faster, just so you know, if the plates are completely together. Oh, and the plates, I didn't even tell you guys, are dishwasher safe. Oh my gosh, so all you do is push the little black button and it comes right out and just stick it right in the dishwasher. It's fabulous. So my husband should be home soon. The other 2 I think are going out for dinner, so I'll cook their burgers tomorrow for lunch or something. So we're just going to go ahead and stick these on. Ooh, hear the sizzle. So that's going to cook about 5 minutes. So in the recipe it says 5 minutes per side, but I don't really need to flip it, so it's going to cook for about 5 minutes. My French fries. By the way, Kelly, if you didn't see the beginning of this video, I show the Rapid Prep Mandoline that just came out. That thing is the bomb. My husband and I have been using it every day for dinner. We've been doing potatoes, we've done hash browns, he julienned a bunch of carrots for our stir fry, and he did bell peppers in it too. Like, we have literally been using that every day. So, thank you guys for watching The Reluctant Chef. This month we've got some, what they are. First big bonus, you want this double grill and griddle pan for free? Join my team, and in 30 days you can get the pressure cooker and that grill and griddle when you submit $1,250 in guest sales. Plus you're gonna get commission, plus you can host your own show. Yeah, you saw that yesterday. I've never seen a promotion like this before. I mean, the fact that they were giving the pressure cooker away for just a $500 show. I mean, you can do a $500 show in your sleep. But in addition to that, if you do $1,250 in your first 30 days, which I would say about 85% of my team does, then you're gonna get this pan too. So I mean, there's some really good incentives. And I told my friend that I would show off my cute shoes every time I did a show. So I want to show you my new cute red shoes. Now, shh, my husband's probably watching this video, or he's watching the playback. But don't you message him to let him know that I have cute shoes, because I don't think that was in the budget this month. But they're super cute. So, and I am living near the beach. I'm like 1.5 miles from the beach. So, all right. So let me show you the French fries. Let's see if they're done. They might need some more time because I didn't even look up how long French fries take. Yep, they need a little bit more time. So we're gonna swap them out. And we'll put them back on air fry. And we'll put them back on, I would say maybe 8 minutes. So 4 minutes and 4 minutes, and then they'll be done. So thanks again for watching. I can't wait to see you guys online. If you want to see what's new, the whole line, I'll be happy to send you the YouTube video on it. There's a video that shows all the products. I've got a show going that just started today. I can just add you into that show if you guys want to see. There's lots of fun prizes in there. And I will see you all online. So You can join my team and get the double grill and griddle, the Deluxe Grill and Griddle for free. When you submit $1,250 this month, you can get a pressure cooker for free when you submit $500 this month. Plus also there's new consultant rewards that you can earn. You can earn the whole knife block set in your first 90 days. In addition to that, if you just want to host a show, you can get any of the products for half price and or free. So there's some great specials in March. I've got a couple openings still left, so reach out to me. I can't wait to show them off to you. Bye guys.